far can the Heat go if Bosh is out for a significant period of time?
Stephen A. Smith, no Bosh, no problem against the Pacers. Come on, Danny Granger goes 1 for 10. That's your best shot, best player?
No, that's
really.
That was really pathetic.
You were giving him a little bit of credit. You giving him 2 games. I still give him 1 and done. I'm out. I don't want to talk about this one. But these ab strains, especially if it might be torn, and we'll find out a little later about this, these things can nag. They can linger. Let's say it's a month of nagging. I do not think that with no Chris Bosh, that the Miami Heat can get by the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. I had that going 7 games with Chris Bosh. Going to the last shot, Dwayne Wade making the Batman shot with Chris Bosh on the floor. But if the Boston Celtics remain 100% healthy, and I know Pierce has got his tweaked left knee, but it didn't seem to bother him in Game 1, I do not think that the Heat without Bosh can keep Kevin Durant from turning back the clock 5 years, which he's been doing game after game. I think he will look 10 years younger with no Chris Bosh. Maybe LeBron can check him for a while, but then Paul Pierce will turn back his clock. And all of a sudden, that team is playing at a high level right now. The Heat cannot go 2 on 5 against Boston and survive the way they did yesterday in the fourth quarter.
I can't believe you're missing this. I really can't believe it, because you're not wrong per se. I definitely understand your arguments, but I can't believe you're not pouncing on the very subject that I'm about to pounce on. Oh, this is the perfect moment to find out. LBJ, LeBron James, excuse me, this is your moment. If Chris Bosh somehow, some way, can't really get going, if he can't step up and show up, okay, for these players because of this abdominal strain, like you said, I mean, it could just linger, and it could really hamper your game. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of LeBron, D. Wade, 2 superstars. This is a game of basketball. It's not football. It's not baseball. This is basketball. You know how I feel about basketball, Skip. You give me 2 boys that can ball. Just put the supplementary parts around them and call it a day. That's what basketball is all about. So for me, clearly, KG should have a field day. There's no doubt about that. But you're Pierce, you're Ray Allen, you're Rajon Rondo, you're all of these guys. We know they could ball, but it would take a Herculean effort from LeBron James and D. Wade in order to pull it off. Okay. The question is, do you believe that they could do it? That they can elevate their game to that level? Because if they can, to me, there's no doubt that they could still beat Boston. The question is whether or not they can elevate themselves to that level. And I love it because it's a perfect opportunity to find out what exactly you are made of. If you truly, really want to look at the Miami Heat and say, all right, D. Wade, all right, LeBron James, what's up with y'all, the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin? This is what
Who's Batman?
Well, I still feel it's D. Wade. I still feel it's D. Wade. But the point is, again, I don't want Bosh out. Please don't get me wrong, because I think he's a quiet assassin. I think he's had a good year. You know, I got a lot of respect for his game.
I've gained a lot of respect.
I have a lot of respect for his game. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm kind of entertained by the prospect of LeBron James and D. Wade having to hold it down all by themselves. I kind of love that. To me, that's what basketball is all about.
So you want that 3-time MVP pressure to build on LeBron? You want to see if you can do it almost solo?
No. I got news for you. You and I think differently. I don't think there would be more pressure on LeBron James. A matter of fact, because you lose somebody like Chris Bosh with the assertions that you just finished making a few minutes ago, I think that actually lessens some of the pressure on LeBron James, because now he's perceived as being at a disadvantage. And you're going up against the Boston Celtics. It actually helps LeBron James.
Yeah, but you're making the case that he and Batman can beat Boston by themselves.
No, I'm saying to you, well, clearly, from a defensive standpoint, you need your teammates. Offensively, in the game of basketball, if you have 2 superstars who play like superstars, you can get it done. And listen, and we all know, let me just preface my comment, because I don't want people losing their minds, or, you know, like they do in our little videos of us blowing our heads off and stuff like that, okay? But I'm not comparing them to Michael Jordan. But there was Michael Jordan, there was Scottie Pippen, and then after that, who were these guys? Whether it was Kerr, it was Paxson, or whomever. It didn't matter. Horace Grant, whomever. I'm sorry. You just look at it and you just say, hey, we have all of these parts, the Winningtons, the Cartwrights, Stacey Kings, everybody, no matter who you put around them. It was about Jordan. It was about Pippen. To me, I kind of love the prospect of it being, it's LeBron, it's D. Wade, what you gonna do?
Okay, what are you going to do? Right now, if you say there's no Bosh, will you say that the Heat still win against Boston?
I would still pick the Heat.
I would not.
I would still, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And so, like, again, we're disagreeing, but from a respectable position.
Okay.
I don't think that's asinine, 10, 11, 12, or whatever.
Okay.
I understand. Boston's got to show me something. My only knock against Boston is age, attrition. You know, the ankle. If Ray Allen is healthy 100% and I can rely on his ankle, please, I'm not. Of course, you're going with Boston.
Hey.
If Paul Pierce and the tweaking of his knee, and I don't see him limping every other game, I'm just saying those are the things that concern me.
Yeah.
All right. But because I've seen those things, I'm still going with Miami. Not to win it all without Bosh, but to get to the finals, I think they could pull it off.